Hello, welcome to Uncle Al's Barbecue. Today I'm going to smoke a couple chickens on an offset smoker, and I'm going to show you what I do for my recipe. Chicken has been cleaned and we put it in a brine with some salt water for about a half hour. So the first thing you're going to do is going to get you a little bit of vegetable oil, and you want to rub it all over this chicken. Alright, all over the top, on the side, flip it over to the back. Yeah, I know it's going to get a little messy, but you kind of got to do this. And the reason that you do this is this will make the skin crunchy, believe it or not. So this is going to be a little messy style right here, but when this cook is done, believe me, it's worth it. Now, I posted another chicken video that I did make. If you didn't watch that, that shows finished chicken that I did last time. This time, I decided, okay, I will finally make a full video of a chicken cook from start to finish. And the smoker is going right now, and it's almost up to temperature. I'll let that thing roll about 30 minutes. Let these sit here about 30 minutes, and that'll be it. So let me clean my hands and we'll get to seasoning. Okay, the seasoning I'm going to use today, first I'm going to start out with a little coarse black pepper. Now remember, when you season stuff, you season it to your taste, but basically you just kind of want to spread it all around, and don't overdo it, but just enough to put some seasonings on there. That's it. Alright, so there we go with that. And then I will use some sea salt, just a little on the salt. I'm not really a heavy salt person, but salt and pepper does work. And then this poultry seasoning, you got to try that. Poultry, guess what? This is a chicken. They call it poultry. Season that on there, and now you're going to dump it on there. And then the kicker of it all is the Stanley Spike. This is where the big flavor comes in, man. So I'll go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and bark this one up pretty heavy season. And this one I'll just do normal season like I would for myself. That way we can kind of see the difference of what they look like. Okay, so then you want to kind of rub it around a little bit. Get it in there. Spread it around even as you can, if you can. That's all. And moving around. Woo, good looking chick. All right, now we're going to flip it on over. Flip it on over. And this will be the side, the way I cook it is right here. So let me clean my hands one more time again. And we will repeat process. Go ahead and put on your pepper. Once again, you have got to decide how much seasoning you want on there. Little seasoning goes a long way. All right. Now just a hint of salt. I really not into the salt. And hit it up with the poultry. Try and dust it on you if you can. Dust it around if you can. You know, some of these things come out of the bottle a little bit different than others. All right, and then this is the kicker for me. I think you ought to give it a try. Like I said, we're gonna bark this one pretty heavy. In fact, this one, I'm just gonna lay it on. And this one, spread it around a little bit. And kind of rub it in a little. Just try and get a little bit all over it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you just kind of want it everywhere. I put this toothpick in here to hold this wing next to the body. Okay, that's how I hold my wing. All right, so that one's pretty much done. I rub this on here. It kind of looks like they ended up being the same because I had to rub them. So for this one, since I'm going to make it heavier, I will coat it one more time and shoot. We're about done. And wash your hands again. Remember, folks, when you're dealing with chicken, you got to keep your hands clean. Over and over, keep your hands clean over and over. And this one, there we go. I'm just going to let this one sit the way it is from now on. Yeah, you might make a little mess. Tell you what, you just clean it up when you're done. A little bit there. Alright, basically, that's it for the seasoning. So, I'm going to get ready to put these on the smoker. Alright, we got these birds on the smoker. There we go. And that temperature was at 300. It'll go back up. And let me show you my wood box. When you start out, you just want your heat source. When your coals look like that, now you're ready to add wood. And if you notice, I only used half of the wood box area. That's all you got to use, man. I will get an hour out of these coals right here. And this grill, the reason I leave that there is sometimes you get hungry while you're smoking stuff, and you can cook you a burger or sausage or hot dogs or something on there on the side. That's right. At Uncle Al's, you utilize everything. So, I'm going to add some wood here in about 10 to 15 minutes. And see, we're going to get that temperature work going again. And that's it. We're going to let this baby roll for about 2 hours. Alright. I closed that thing back up. Like I said, it was about 300. I'm going to try to run it at 275. I had a new fan of mine out there trying to tell me that I can't regulate the heat on the offset smoker because I only paid $200 for this thing. Alright, well there she is. And there we go. It's only been 5 minutes. It's 3 o'clock here. And this thing right here will run just like this for about an hour. So the smoke process has begun. I'll come out in 30 minutes and show you. Can you see that smoke going? Alright, old school smoker, offset, char griller, boom. Like I said, it bounced up to 300. Then it's going to set back down at about 275 here in about 15 minutes, and I'll just let it roll. That's all you got to do. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. Still at 300. Can you see the smoke? Can you see the smoke? Here, I'll show you the smoke. See that? There's your smoke. Alright. So, yeah, man, these offset smokers, they're not that difficult to run. All you got to do is get your fire source. That's your heat. Look at that smoke. And just, you don't need much wood and much coal once you get it up to temperature, man. I'm telling you. I'll be able to run this for a whole hour. Whole hour. I had to do this. It's 3:22, and I put it on there at 3 o'clock. That way I'm going to show the time. And there's that temperature gauge. Smooth and steady. So, there you go. Right there. It's been a half hour. Staying at the same temperature. Low, smooth smoke rolling through. You know you don't need too much smoke on these either. Just enough.
Sit on the bike at the dealership.
All right, here we are, 3:59, basically 4 o'clock. Let's go see what that temperature is. Well, well, well. We right about that 275 degree mark. 1 hour later. Okay, so I took the time just to show you that. So, anyway, you know, there it is, char griller smoker. These smokers will do what you needed to do. Look, folks, if you are smoking food at home and you grill out twice a month or something, you don't have to buy a fancy smoker. All right, so let's go ahead and check our wood box and our coal box. There it is. Still some heat in there, man. I'm telling you, you get about an hour and a half out of that charcoal. When they're white, they're hot. I'll throw in a couple more chunks, get some smoke rolling. Shoot, I'm good for another half hour. All right, I'll come back at 4:30. Alrighty, here we are. It's 4:26. What? Almost another half hour. Let's go see what that temperature's at. There we are. Rolling at the 250. So, I mean, there you go, man. These things are not hard to maintain. Let's check out this wood box. Just got one chunk rolling. I hadn't added any charcoal. Haven't added any charcoal. If you're only going to do a 2-hour smoke, that's it. I mean, it's just one piece of wood running. So it's still hot in there. You can add wood for your... Look at them chicken. Huh? There we go. Alrighty. Even that bird said, hey, that looks pretty good. That chicken, man. Man, I mean, they're getting there. Alright. Okay, here's what I did. I added a couple pieces of wood and about 6 pieces of charcoal and a couple pellets. And for the smoked chicken, look at it. That's pretty much going to finish the cook right there. And we stayed at the temperature that we said we wanted to stay at. So there we go. Okay, here we are again. Let's go check that chicken. I put it on at 3 o'clock, so 2 hours and 16 minutes, right? Right. Okay, I had to add some wood and everything. I mean, you got to do that, so... But we're at 300, so the goal was 375 the whole time. And here we go, baby. Huh? They are looking fantastic. Now that's the one that was light, remember? And that's the one that was barked. So, yeah. Gotta let it roll. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than you want it to, but man, they're looking good, No water tray. No water tray. My little box adds some more wood. I mean, it's gonna burn off when you're burning stuff. It's gonna burn off. But anyway, let me show you. See them trees blowing? Alright, see that? We got a storm coming in. And if you know how to bass fish like I do, because I'm awesome, the pressure has changed. So when the storm blows in, it's swirling the wind right underneath this patio here. So that's another variable, like I said. This morning it was still. It's not still now. Anyway, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. We're going to get there, and we're doing all right. What do you think about that? All right, we'll get back to you later. I think these things will be done in about, maybe another 45 minutes. It's just the way it works on barbecue sometimes, man. You just gotta roll with the punches. All right, now we got some temperature battle going on here. Are you seeing these trees blowing? Are you seeing these trees blowing? All right. Now, there is a storm coming in. So it will kick up, and then it will calm down, and then it will kick up. I mean, it's swirling. Look at the smoke. See that? The smoke's blowing back towards me. This morning it was blowing out towards there. So there's what you get on Uncle Al's. I'm sitting here cooking when the storm's rolling in. So now I had to fight the temperature gauge. Okay, I was good all day, but now the air temperature has dropped. It was about 90. It feels about 75 now. So that's what you get with Uncle Al's, boy. Man, when you think you can smoke you a chicken before the thunderstorm and tornado comes in, bring it on, baby. Because Uncle Al's is still going to be out here smoking. Who knows? Maybe I'll see the tornado go across that field back there. I'll be out here smoking my chicken. All right, here we are, Uncle Al's barbecue. Man, I pulled him off the smoker. If you watch this whole video, I had some battles. That's the barked out one. There we go. And I'm going to set them in the oven and let them rest for an hour. I got to tell you, man, they both look phenomenal. I mean, the barked one, a lot of people want to see that. But anyway, she going to go in the oven. Going to let them rest in an hour. And then... Man, you should just smell this. Oh my gosh. I mean, all right, that's all I can say. Oh man, we left the radio on. Oh, woo! Look at that. Yeah, that's done. Look at that. All right, we're going to let it cool down. Thank you very much. Hang on. We're going to put them in the oven and let them cool down. All right, Uncle Al's Barbecue has just pulled this chicken out of the oven. I said I'll let it rest and warm it up. Look at that. Look at that. There's some steam come off this. This is a hot, fresh chicken. Hot, you see that steam? There you go. This is a hot, fresh chicken. Hot. So there we go. And this isn't the bark chicken. This is the other chicken. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to slice it on up. And we're going to go eating now. Because nobody wants to eat no cold chicken. We want to eat us some hot chicken. So I'll be back with you in a minute when I go to slice this thing over. Look at this thing. Look at it. That's smoked Uncle Al's Barbecue there. All right. I mean, you got to have your chicken done. And there we are. Man, that thing looks fabulous. All right, we'll be back right here in a second. Let me grab my knife and let's start cutting. All right, welcome back to Uncle Al's. We got this hot steaming chicken. Come right out of the oven off the smoker. And we're going to cut this thing open and show you the chicken breast. And pull that out. Look at that steam. Woo, man, I mean, this thing is hot. So, put my fork in here. Let's cut that down. Try and get into this breast meat. Pull that out and show you that. This is a hot chicken. I cooked it and they want to eat. So there we go. Look at that meat out there. Look at that. Cooked perfectly. Now this thing is steaming hot. So we're going to serve it steaming hot. And there you go. It's cooked perfect. There's a chunk of meat here. Turn it around. The juice ran down to the bottom of the tray. Look at that. Just look at it. And this was the barked out chicken. So there you go. There it is. Cooked perfectly tender. But hot, steaming. Everyone's ready to eat. So I'm going to eat one little piece. Whew. I mean, it's hot, steaming chicken. Nobody could wait. So I'm going to eat it. It's good. It's served before I wanted to serve, but everybody couldn't wait no more. And there you go. Whole smoked chicken, start to finish. But has anyone else cut a chicken with steam pouring out? No, they haven't. Have you ever seen anyone else cut open a chicken with steam pouring out? No, you haven't. No, you haven't. This is a hot chicken. I'll pull that leg off. Cut that off. Look at that juice in that leg coming out of there. Look at that. Okay, this is a hot chicken. Ready to serve. Look at that juice pouring out of there. Okay. Look at that juice right in here. Right in here. See all that? All right. Because we all know the breast is the one that's the driest. And I still is juicy. We go in here. We turn up this chicken and juice just running out. And steam is pouring out. So all I can say is that's it. That's a hot chicken ready to eat. Tastes good. You've seen it from start to finish. Man, I'm telling you, the flavor from the smoke is still in there, and the chicken is hot. It will burn your hand, and that's it. There's no covering nothing up, No shellacking, nothing. This thing is just gorgeous. It's cooked right. And I showed you how to do what I did. I showed you what I went through. Look at that juice coming out of there. That's Uncle Al's Barbecue. A whole smoked chicken on an offset smoker. You've seen the video. Thank you very much. And I'm telling you, this is good. But here's one thing you don't know. I made this one chicken, and I'm shredding this chicken because tomorrow I'm making chicken enchiladas out of this chicken meat. And once again, I'd like to thank you for barbecuing with me today.